dismiss history at our peril.
Liberty Nation Radio with Mark Angelides.
And you're back on Liberty Nation Radio, head coast to coast on the Radio America Network. I remain your host, Mark Angelides. And we're joined today by Liberty Nation senior political analyst and longtime host of this here radio show, Mr. Tim Dunn. Happy New Year to you, Tim.
Happy New Year, Mark.
I hope all went well. Much champagne was drunken. You choose what state you want the champagne to be in.
What I did, Mark, was I drank responsibly. Yeah, that's it. Responsibly.
There you go. Responsibly.
Responsibly.
So
that's what all the liquor manufacturers do
sure.
in the US. They tell you the wonders of their alcoholic beverage, and then they say drink responsibly. Whereas what they really mean is drink early and often.
Yeah. Like voting, right? In certain states.
Yes. In Chicago.
Early and often.
County, yes.
So, Tim, it's 2026, and I guess the most appropriate topic of conversation for us today would be, what are we looking to in the coming year? What do we expect to happen legislatively? What do we expect to happen judicially? And culturally, I guess, it is an important one as well, and of course, economically. What are the big things you're looking out for in 2026?
Well, I think that most people would agree, and I'm one of those people, that the economy is going to change a lot.
Oh, yeah. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act it takes effect. Yeah.
Because all the provisions of that One Big Beautiful Bill Act will take effect this year. And that's where you're going to see the impact of it. And you're also going to see the impact of tariffs, for better or worse. That, of course, was a major feature of the first year of Trump's second administration. And now it's going to play out in real time. The sort of shock and awe of the new tariff regime is past. And now changing these tariffs up and down to accommodate various changes in the market, I think it's clear that the midterms are going to hinge on the economy. Of course, the Republicans go into it at a built-in historical disadvantage, since they control the trifecta, the White House and both houses of Congress. They're now going to be held responsible for everything that happens, both good and bad.
As they should be, Tim. As they should be. You can't spend they can't spend 4 years railing against Joe Biden, blaming him for everything, and then turn around.
Well, I think that
this isn't our fault.
That statute of limitations is up, I think, on blaming Biden, because Trump said, I will fix the Biden economy. And of course, he made grand promises like he does with everything. But the problem is, when you make that kind of grand promise, you have to live up to it. You know, he says we're in the best economy ever, which is what he said in his first term. Okay, but he's going to have to go out and prove it. Nobody is going to be looking back at Joe Biden when they pull the levers later this year, leading up to the November midterms. So the economy is a real X factor, the biggest X factor in all of this. Legislatively, I don't see much of anything, if only because Trump got almost everything, basically, that he wanted. In the 2025 One Big Beautiful Bill.
Although, so if I could interrupt, there is rumor that a bigger, more beautiful bill of some description, I doubt that's going to be the title of it, is in the works as well. But
I think they're going to call it now the really big, beautiful, or the enormous, beautiful bill. They have to find another adjective.
Yeah, or superlatives. I think they've got to go for the superlatives now rather than just the adjectives. So there doesn't seem to be too much. I think you're right. There doesn't seem to be too much left legislatively that is on the Trump agenda. That doesn't mean there's not an agenda within Congress that they, certain bills that they want to get through. that Trump will either support or not. But yeah, I think you're right here. What happened was that he put everything into the first one big beautiful bill because he had the push power to get it done then, which he may not have right now because there's a lot of optimism when he came in. Of course, his approval ratings are, I think he's about 9 points underwater as of last checking. Please, audience, do go and check out Liberty Nation's Public Square poll tracker. It's fantastic interactive polling device. It's polling machine, I like to call it, and it's got all the latest, and it's so easy to use and switch between the different things on the issues and everything. Sorry, quick plug for Liberty Nation's Public Square there. But yeah, but what I think he's done is, as you point out again, all of these things that they were designed in the 2025, they were designed to come in 2026. They were designed to create the headline numbers of 2026, probably around summertime, just when the primaries are decided. Most primaries are decided, for 2026, and that will give the successful primary candidates in the GOP something to campaign on. And of course, Donald Trump he's already campaigning. But he's campaigning like he's running for president again. Yes. But this time, it's on his economy.
Yes, he is going to devote, he said, and his assistant.
He's doing it already. At the end of last year, we saw in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, all over the place.
Yes. I think the danger is that he does the same thing that Joe Biden did, which is to say, hey, the economy may not seem so good, but it's much better than you think.
Sure.
And he started with that in late 2025. And he said the affordability crisis is a hoax. Now, what he meant was that the Democrats' answer to it is a hoax because they have no answer, in his view. But it comes off as sort of short shrifting the economic pain that people do feel. So he's got to show some results. I mean, there's no question they're not going to take it at face value that things will get better in a third or fourth year of the administration. But I think there's something else that has the potential to really influence the upcoming year. And that is July 4th, 2026.
Sure.
America 250, as we celebrated on libertynation.com, that will be a season, not just a day, but I think a season of celebration and a recalibrating of just what a great nation the United States is. And of course, Trump will be at the center of that. Trump will be highly visible. He will be a force for traditional patriotism. And let's see how the Democrats weigh in on the importance of the 250th birthday of the United States. I would also say that the FIFA World Cup taking place in the United States cannot be understated in terms of its importance, and Trump will be very visible at many venues for the World Cup as well. So it's a very exciting cultural year coming up. And I don't think people are going to vote for a Republican because Donald Trump showed up on July 4th and said patriotic things, but I think it puts people in a different frame of mind. It certainly did in the bicentennial in 1976. People were, it was a major thing. It dictated a lot of the cultural, shall we say, events of that year. And I expect the same thing is going to happen here in 2026.
Yeah, when there's a period of optimism within a country, that usually benefits the sitting party in power, especially when they've got the trifecta, because it's that thing, isn't it? If you got all the leaves of government, if you've got the trifecta, everything's your fault, right? And if people happen to be optimistic and happy because there's this period of celebration, and then the Republicans say, well, everything's good now, right? You feel good. Well, we've got control of all the levers of power. Why would you hand that over? You're feeling good right now. Why not stick with it? No matter how disingenuous that might be, they will.
Well, I think the problem
with the optimism brush.
The problem that Trump has had all along is the same one that Barack Obama had, which is that when he's not on the ballot, his party doesn't do so well.
Yeah.
Now, of course, they did in 2024 and in 2016 when Trump was on the ballot. In 2025 was a bloodbath, although a limited one because there were only really 3 major contests and then a bunch of local races around the country, most of which the outcomes were favorable to the Democrats in one way or another in terms of the movement of the electorate. But with Trump not on the ballot, I think we're going to realize that Trump is Trump. He's not a Republican so much as he's Trump. He's his own brand, and his popularity has not accrued to Republicans writ large. We'll see if that changes. The advantage that the Republicans have is that the Democrats are still in a state of disarray. They're still dominated by the far left. There are forces trying to moderate it, but it may just be that because they're not Republicans, and because midterm elections are grievance elections where the people that are angry show up a lot more than the people that aren't. I still think it's going to be a pretty steep hill for Republicans to climb to maintain control, especially of the House.
We're actually going to talk about the elections, the midterms, the House and the Senate in our next segment. So, audience, don't go anywhere. Be right back.
We dismiss history at our peril.
Liberty Nation Radio with Mark Angelides.